I tried to dress appropriately. My mom sent me my old Backstreet Boys shirt and I was just like, yeah!
Drop it low, oh, what's up? Drop it low, oh, what's up? What, yeah.
Hey you guys, it's Benilda here and I'm about to do a 90s tag for you guys. One of my friends filmed the 90s tag and I saw it and I was just like, what? I need to do one too because I love the 90s. I am obsessed with the 90s. That is my decade. So here is my questions. Let's get started. Favorite TV show. My favorite TV show in the 90s. Man, I mean, you can't pick just one. My favorite TV show in the 90s, Full House and Family Matters. Yes. What? Whoa. Favorite TV show. I don't know how I forgot what my favorite all-time effing TV show was, but it was for sure 100% Saved by the Bell. I don't know how I could have just had that just slip my mind. So here I am inserting this right now, letting you know what my favorite TV show was, and it was Saved by the Bell. I wanted to be Jessie so bad. So Saved by the Bell was my favorite TV show. As you were. Favorite toy. I had these little dogs called Puppy in my pockets. I was obsessed with them and I took them everywhere and you can collect them all. Puppy in my pocket, they're as cute as can be. Now we can take them all with me. I had a whole bunch of them. I loved Puppy in my pockets. Those are my all-time favorite toy. Favorite commercial. I don't think I had a favorite commercial, but ones that I can really still remember off the top of my head is Sock'em Boppers. Sock'em Boppers, Sock'em Boppers, more fun than a pillow fight. Sock'em Boppers. Nsync or Backstreet Boys, is that even a question? Hello? There's not even a question. Backstreet Boys for life. Oh, the Backstreet Boys. My mom took me to a concert of theirs in '98 in Dallas and we had lawn seats and I had little mini like binoculars so because I couldn't really see them. I remember one of them waved from their tour bus at me and that was like the best day of my life up until 20 years later when I got second row seats and a VIP meet and greet when I saw the Backstreet Boys again. Yes, be jealous. It only took me 20 years. Oh, I love them. Backstreet Boys for life. Weirdest fashion trend. Lining your lips a darker color than your lipstick. I tried to do that today, but I don't know. I'm not very successful, I guess. I think that's effing weird, but that's the 90s for you, I suppose. Favorite Beanie Baby. My sloth Beanie Baby. Oh, wait. My favorite Beanie Baby of all time is Slowpoke the Sloth. There he is. He doesn't have his tag on because I gave him to Sully, my daughter, and she took it off. But that's okay because I got hundreds more back home in Puerto Rico in a bin. I used to collect Beanie Babies like it was nobody's business. My little sloth. I love sloths. How many Tamagotchis did you go through? I went through one. It wasn't even Tamagotchi, it was a Gigapet. It was a dog pound one. And it had, I think, 5 breeds in there. So I had like 5 dogs. So let's just say I went through 5 because I killed them all. I remember they all went off during my history class and I couldn't save them. They all died. Favorite game console and game. We didn't really have game consoles growing up in my house. We didn't have stuff like that. It was usually at friends' houses. But we did have a Game Gear. My sister had one and then my mom bought me one. And so that was my favorite console. And my favorite game was the Lion King game. I loved that game. Oh, and there was a Mickey game. He was like in a Candyland or something. He would run through a Candyland. And I loved it because everything looked so delicious. But that and the Lion King game on the Sega Game Gear that was my shit. Favorite Disney Channel original movie? Brink. Yes. Brink was my favorite. I mean, that movie made me want to be a skater. It made me want to be a skater for a little while. I didn't become one, but I wanted to. Favorite toy? My favorite toy were the hit clips. Do you remember those? I had a couple of them. I love those. Were they 90s? Let's just say they were 90s. The end of the 90s? Anyways, still 90s, still counts. They were like the beginning of MP3s, I feel. They were like these little tiny little squares. They came with these little music things. You put them in there and they play like 30 seconds or like a minute or something of a song. So I had like an Nsync one, I had Faith Hill, had a Britney Spears. I think I had a Backstreet Boys one. Those are so cool. I would totally buy one now. Favorite music artist? Backstreet Boys. They were all I was obsessed with in the 90s. Backstreet Boys and Spice Girls. Those two. Those were mine. Like, that was it. That was my life. I was meant to grow up to marry a Backstreet Boy and to become a Spice Girl. That was my goals in life. That's what I still want to do. So if anyone wants to form our own little Spice Girls crew, hit me up in the comments. Let's do this. Favorite Nick Jr. show? Eureka's Castle. Allegra's Window. Man. Oh, memories. No. Man. I miss all those shows, man. I love the 90s. You just don't. Favorite candy? Warheads. I used to love Warheads. So that's my favorite 90s candy. Warheads. Favorite game? You couldn't touch me in Tetherball. Tetherball was my shit. Favorite McDonald's Happy Meal toy? My favorite McDonald's Happy Meal toy has to be, I think it was the 90s, when they had all these 101 Dalmatians. When the movie was coming out, I think it was like it was the live action movie, but they had 101, like legit 101 different Dalmatians that you can get like at McDonald's in your kids meal, and I was determined to get them all. I did not get them all, but that was awesome. The Beanie Babies, the McDonald's Beanie Babies, those were cool. Yep. Favorite book? I didn't read books. Favorite clothing store? Rave was my favorite clothing store. If you asked what my favorite store was in the 90s, it would be Claire's, because they had all my Backstreet Boys stuff there, and it was heaven. What would you watch when you get home from school? Tiny Toons. Once I get home from school, I'd go straight to my room. I'd sit there and watch Tiny Toons. That was what I would watch, and I loved it. Memories. I miss the 90s. Alrighty, you guys, that was my 90s tag, and if you liked it, you can feel free to make your own. I'll leave the questions below in the description box. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Mwah.